All right, how we doing, family? Heavenly awakening, good afternoon. Good night to the beautiful deity watching this video. It's your divine reflection, divine messenger. I'm about another message and understand. Let's go and get into this too. What is the true nature of consciousness? What is, consciousness as a whole? What is the entirety? What is the integrity? What is the morality that nature brings into life, into your life, into anybody's life? It's exactly how it sounds. So nature and consciousness, they're basically synonymous. And the thing is, with nature, it's just how infinite it is. We are all nature. So it's being self-aware, being interconnected, and forever evolving. As you are forever evolving into who you are becoming. This right here is basically a reflection of who I am. And the thing is too, it's like the shadow side. And somebody will be like, well, what does that even mean? I'll say it like this. I decided to be outside while it's cloudy outside, it's rainy outside. But the thing is, though, we are still working hard no matter what. It doesn't matter if it's raining, snowing, it's sunny outside. Work has to get done. And the thing is, too, it's because how can you persevere? How can you push through different limitations that are trying to limit your unlimited potential? Which is why you are forever evolving. Because as you keep getting older, as you keep becoming more wiser, more enlightened, you have to figure out what you want to do with your reality, what you want to do with your life. Because this life right here doesn't necessarily last forever, but I'm lying to you by saying that too. That's exactly why I'm being honest. Nature to consciousness is literally like, you have to understand you are nature. You are the trees, you are the birds, you are the clouds, you are the sun, you are a car, you are the streets, you are bugs, you are everything. And the thing is too, people feel as if they are only just human being. But what is a human being? That's the thing. That's exactly why I had to go right back into those generic topics right there. Because for one, we are everything, forgetting what we actually are. You are not just a human. That plane up in the sky, that is you. Because that's how high you can get. When you're leveling yourself in a different plane of existence, that's exactly what you're doing. You don't need a plane to actually learn how to fly. You can fly without planes till you came to this physical reality, thinking that you had to be a human being to buy a plane ticket or to get, a passport to go across the water or across the country in a plane, when you could just fly your ass there, or instant transmission your ass right to a different dimension if you wanted to. But of course, we don't have that unlimited capability anymore because of who we actually are. What would happen if we were forever evolving into what we were always supposed to be? Which is why we raise a collective consciousness together to understand that we are nature, living in its whole entirety. They will be able to be within to figure out what nature is and what it wants from us. Because people do not go outside anymore. People do not know how to be one with themselves, outside themselves, because people are not able to go within themselves anymore. Because people feel as if they're, and the thing is too, nature is like, there's so many varieties of just that whole title, not just grass and tree. No, nature is even into killing nature too, because there are some people who are born into having this nature of mind to where they have the program to be killed. Like their script is killing. But there are people who have a loving program to the point to where their program, their script is positivity, is love, it's spreading love and peace, wanting to give people that satisfaction, that gratitude for them to get better. But the people who are raised in a killing environment to where all they know is just death, all they know is war, all they know is war, to where they signify that as peace to them, and like that's how they're able to find themselves and live in that balance or that equilibrium and that enlightenment. That's exactly how people are now able to lose sight and lose track of what they're supposed to be going into when it comes down to just the nature of their mind. And the thing is too, the nature of our mind, for one, our default program is a killer. We are killing machines. We are programs. The thing is too, even the 10 Commandments, those 10 Commandments weren't even placed for us, but they were placed for these fallen entities. Because for one, we had way more ideologies than that. But that's because for one, we knew that this simulation was going to be scripted the way it was. So because these entities, these cabal elites, whatever you want to call these different hierarchies of different fallen entities that are your higher self and your lower self combined together in a different format of a vessel that you've never seen before. Because these entities knew how limited they are in their gifts, they needed to have rules. They needed to have counsels to where they need to figure out what they should be doing because they aren't needed in this dimension. But because they are here along with us, we have to coexist and be one with these entities. But the thing is, though, people don't know their history nor their background. People only know their history from this time. Some people know their history from this realm of existence, this 3D simulation that they're living in today. But people don't know who they were yesterday. People don't know who they were in their past life, the past lives. So if you don't know yourself in the past life, in this life, and then your next life, you will never have any indication of who you are in all four of your brains. The fourth brain can be your heart, but of course your crown chakra, you got your intuitive gut right here, then of course you got your lower self right here. But if you align that heart, that's all four of your hearts combined together to make you find out who you are and how you are able to love yourself. You have to forgive yourself because for one, you are going to kill regardless. And when I mean kill, your words kill every single day, which is why you have to be careful with how you use your words and what you are saying and the intent behind the words. Because if you are going to be speaking ignorance, because we all speak ignorance. So if you love to speak, then what are you speaking? What is coming out of your mouth? If you don't love to speak and you hate speaking, then when you do speak, speak with love, because that's exactly how you're able to cast away a spell that does not need to be there in the first place, because the wise man once said nothing. So because of that, we got to understand that if we do not talk, we are the smartest in the room. But the moment you begin to start speaking, you become way more ignorant than what you could actually be and not be. Because what are you trying to be in your nature? Which is why you have to be true to yourself and always remember that you're self-aware of who you think you are not and who you are. Because who you are not is really who you are. And you have to embrace that and stop trying to follow the leader of people on the internet or people through movies or video games. Stop following people that you don't even know, like your friend groups. If you do have a friend group, a loving group, then appreciate them for who they are, but see through them. Actually see who they are beyond just the title of friends, because friends are temporary for a reason. But can you see them as your best friend, or can you see them as family? What do y'all do besides the typical pattern that y'all go through every single day? How are you able to grow with this person? What have y'all been through? What experiences have y'all experienced together? If you can ask yourself that with this person, then you're forever evolving with that person. Why? Because it's just deeper than a simulation than what you're in right now. It's because you two align on a different frequency, not even a different frequency, but you have a different vessel that's in the same frequency in its own spirit. So you two being in the same frequency in the same spirit is able to help you align yourself away from a satanic nature that people love to practice. Because of course, if people cannot reside at your frequency, you have to detach from them. You have to detach from them and let them go, because that attachment is keeping you stuck in this simulation for a forever experience that you think is lasting forever. But it's a temporary dream that you keep forgetting about, which is exactly why you have to figure out who you are becoming and what you are interconnected to, which is exactly the nature of consciousness. Because consciousness has no nature of its own nature. Because if you ask nature, if you walk up to nature and say, what are you? For example, nature, what are you? What are you, nature? Exactly. You shouldn't expect an answer. That's how wise it is. It's so wise, it doesn't have to speak to you through a language that we call English. Use your spirit. Use your mind. Use your spiritual gifts. You can hear yourself outside in nature. Why? Because this is basically your mother and your father combined together. They give life to each other, literally and figuratively. Which is why once you understand who you are, no matter what, nothing can stop you, because you are true to yourself and your purpose. You know what you came here to do, and you create your purpose for you. Because who are you outside of your purpose? If you had no purpose, who are you? If you had no name, who are you? Who are you? This is exactly why no matter what you go through, never be scared to be who you are. Never be scared to grow and flourish. It's raining harder and harder. That's okay though. We're being true to ourselves. This video won't even last too long. But you got to understand, no matter what, keep on doing what you need to be doing for yourself. If you're not evolving, if you're not growing, if you're not learning, then you'll never be able to flourish into the being that you were all supposed to be, God. You have to always take care of yourself. You have to always make sure, no matter what do you gain out of every moment that you live through currently? Because if you're not living through the moment, being conscious in your unconsciousness, then you will die unconscious and you will come right back into the same exact nature that you try to escape from. It's like a gazelle trying to escape from a lion. This light that we live in, this spell, is like a lion, a roaring lion. So the light bearer is literally watching you like a lion in the grass, waiting for that gazelle to notice itself. Once this satanic subconscious process notices that you're becoming conscious of it, it'll do whatever it can to knock you off of your pedestal, to knock you from becoming conscious. That's exactly why it rained harder for no apparent reason. Why? Who do you think controls the weather? Who do you think controls your mind? Who do you think controls the media? Who do you think controls the internet? These people are not who you think they are. They manipulate this shit for a reason. Why? Because it does not exist. We live in a computer simulated hologram that is harvesting nothing but subconscious thoughts that think they are real in a non-fictional illusion that we call reality. So reality is a false illusion to a false prophecy's nature of consciousness, because consciously your true nature is a demonic program, which is why you have to live your life every single day figuring out how heavenly you can be in a demonic realm of illusions that you love and hate. Well, you have a great day, God and Goddess.